Alright, everybody, hello and welcome as always. I'm Sean, and this is In the Mixer, episode 6, our last episode of our one season one to save with PSG. If you haven't gone and watched yesterday's episode, go and watch it. Alright, have you watched it now? Are you ready? Fucking Liverpool. I'm still not over it. It's still cutting to the core of me. I just can't get over. We got so close, so close. If we had just paid a little bit more attention in that first leg, who knows what might happen. We'd probably be going into the Champions League final today, and it'll be an entirely different episode, but instead, we have a good way to finish the season, our last league match of the year. And not just that, but we do have an opportunity at an invincible season. 37 games played, 32 wins, 5 draws, which is crazy considering that we started the season with like 4 draws, I think, in our opening 5 or 6 games. And then to go on a fantastic winning streak in the league since then. It's doing nothing to like serve the reputation of the Ligue 1 as being the Farmers League, because I've just walked into it and basically smashed it in, albeit with an incredible side. But yeah, like really, we finished the league probably around like December. And realistically, it's just been different teams changing different positions beneath us. Monaco, Marseille, Lille, and Lyon now have kind of finalised themselves into a little bit of a pecking order. Monaco and Marseille might switch. Lille might drop out a little bit as well. But in reality, there's a definite gap between those sort of top 5 sides and then the rest. Rennes aren't bad. Bordeaux's a bit rough. Nice is kind of up and down, but that top 5 that you see there is realistically the top 5 that you should expect to see at the top of the division each year. As far as the league scenario goes, we have broken the record for most points in a season. Potentially going to sit at 104 if we get 3 points today. We're 1 goal away of the goals scored record. It's 118. We're on 117. If we score twice, the record is ours. And if we win, we will be the first team to go undefeated in a French league season. As far as player stats, average ratings, all that sort of stuff goes, we'll do it after the last game. But what we might do is jump forward, have a look at the 2 lineups for this last match of the season. Reims, of course, already relegated. Nothing to play for. They cannot stay up. So realistically, we should be able to absolutely belt the shit out of them. Right, so as we look at the 2 lineups here, we are finishing the season with Navas in goal, Marquinhos and Kimpembe as the 2 central defenders. Thiago Silva, unfortunately injured. His season was finished after that second leg against Liverpool. Bernat and Meunier will play as the 2 fullbacks. Semedo, not 100% fit. We're not going to risk him. So we're just going to let Meunier finish the season off. Verratti and Pogba will anchor midfield. They've been excellent all year. Dybala has been a revelation playing at the 10. Neymar, Mbappe and Di Maria as the front 3 is excellent as well. They are playing a 4-2-3-1, very similar shape and structure to ours, maybe a little bit flipped. It looks like Romao, the captain, is the deeper lying of the 2, and it looks like potentially their number 10 plays a little bit deeper than perhaps ours does. But otherwise, two very similar structures and very similar shapes, but opposite ends of the table for both sides. Assertively, we're going to say, great opportunity to show everyone the media. And pundits, they've been right to back you up, and that has worked consistently to inspire the team every single week. I've never seen a squad like PSG's, which is so worried about what the media thinks of them. Which is going to be interesting here. There's a deep ball in there from Neymar. I kind of missed it. They're going to go over the VAR, and my life is now watching this little yellow dot run between a football screen and then come back out. Just tell me immediately. No need for him to go and do the screen review. It's a video game. We know what the result's going to be, and it should be a penalty, and it is. I think this will be Neymar to take. Yes, it looks like it's going to be to add to his league goals for the season. This will be his 27th if he scores. He doesn't. Saved by Rakovic, and then Neymar plays it out for the goal kick. It's been neck and neck all season between Mbappe and Neymar for leading scorer in the league. Neymar's currently 2 goals clear, I think it is, on 26. Neymar on 24 needs a hat-trick while Neymar doesn't score today to actually take that title outright. Ball in behind here for Donis. He's gotten the strike away. God, it would be so frustrating if we get to the last game of the season and the bottom team in already relegated league is the team that actually beats us to end our undefeated streak for the year. Got a deep free kick here. Kafara to take. Deep one in. Dybala heads it away. Neymar recovers. He's picked up a yellow card now as well. He can play Mbappe on the left, whose pace should be enough to get him beyond the defence, and he gets the strike, but Rakovic again with a good save. Their keeper having a good game early doors here. 7.2 match rating, already up into the green. Obviously, the penalty save goes a long way, but he must be having a decent performance between the sticks. 15 minutes to go before half. We're going to use our Get Creative shout. Someone's gone through the back of Kimpembe. It's Tassos Donis, their striker, who's going to be sent off for a straight red. And now it's just about, can we turn the screws and find the goal? Pogba with the ball now, gets the strike away. He's going to get a second opportunity at it. Verratti plays it out wide right to Meunier. And then it was, I think, Di Maria with the strike. Neymar can keep it in, play through Bernat. Resets through to Verratti. Pogba at the top of the box, tries to get the strike away. Reverse pass to Neymar Jr. And I think he might be offside here. The linesman hasn't moved, but he's going to go look at VAR again. We're going to watch that little dot. No, thankfully that time we didn't have to. It gets ruled out straight away. But now it's just about, can we find a finish and work our way through. Deep free kick here. Dybala to take. Hangs it back stick towards Marquinhos. It's headed away. We should reset here through Pogba. Now Verratti can play it out left where he's got Bernat in acres of space. Can he find the right cutback? He looks for Dybala, hits the post, and then scrambled away. Bernat's going to keep it in. The highlight comes to an end. 2 minutes to be added on here in the first half. And the referee calls half time. So they've had 1 shot, 1 on target, 36% possession. They are down to 10 men as well, which is the big part of it. 11 shots, 6 on target, 64% for us. Let's passionately tell everybody, pleased with how things are going. Keep it. Oh shit, that didn't work at all well. Assertively, looking for you to make the difference. Assertively, looking for you to make a difference. Assertively, looking for you to make a difference. I know that the media one works. Why would I ever get away from it? I should have used that again. It would have been so easy. As always, we'll give it to the hour mark before we look at making any subs or anything. There's a couple of yellow cards out there. Rakovic with the ball forward. Zanelli knocks it down. Fockett to Ramau. Now Zanelli. Ball in behind. Back to Ramau. Now Lacroix. They've cut it across. Bernat wins the ball back. Neymar loses out. Bernat thankfully recovers for him. Marquinhos across to Kimpembe. Got a 2v1 on the right-hand side here. Meunier bursts forward. He's got numbers around him. Contessa's gone through him, who's also on a yellow card. They might be about to go down to 9 men here. And if we can't score against 9 men, there is no hope for us in the world. So, we're through nearly towards the hour mark now. I think we're going to make these subs. Let's just see, do it by match rating. Neymar struggled. Obviously, missing the penalty comes into that quite a bit. Bring on Sarabia to play as that inside forward. Mbappe struggling. We'll give Cavani a bit of a send-off. He's leaving at the end of his contract at the end of this season to go to another club. And Marquinhos or Dybala. Marquinhos, we'll bring him off for Diallo just because of that yellow. And let's passionately tell them, looking for you guys to make the difference for us. And we'll confirm that talk. A good strike there from a free kick from Dybala. It's going to be his last involvement in the match before he comes off. We're going to use our Get Creative shout as well. And no one seems to have responded positively, so I'm wondering if I even hit it. Throw in here. Verratti to Dybala. Ball switched out to Di Maria. We've got midfielders joining in. Dybala with the flick on. 16th goal of the season for him. He brings us a level on most goals scored in a season and takes us to 104 points for the year. Can we add an additional one to win that record outright? Verratti with a good touch. Dybala plays it way out left to Di Maria, who does well. Excellent touch there. Brings it down, then hangs it back post. Dybala arriving back stick. Even if he had missed it, there was another man behind him. I think in Mbappe there. So hopefully the floodgates are about to open and we're going to see a few more goals before this one wraps up. Diallo to Verratti. Bernat bursts into the box. Can he find the right cutback? It's a poor ball. Malumbo screams it away. Zanelli loses out to Bernat again. A good recovery run to win the ball back. Pogba to Bernat. We've got a man far post in Meunier if we can find him. Bernat goes himself and goes down in the box. He's going to go to VAR and they've given another penalty. So we're going to get another opportunity here. It's Cavani to try and get a goal on his farewell to the club. And thankfully this time we managed to find the finish high and to the left of the keeper. No one's going to save that one, even if they had a step ladder and a head start. 70 minutes, we are 2-0 up. It's a good penalty, to be fair. Really leathered it. Even if the keeper had gone the right way, I think it had enough pace that it would have gotten past him anyway. And thankfully, we are starting to turn some of our stats into dominance. Good header across there. Verratti adds his 5th goal of the season. Playing from a deep area in midfield. He doesn't shoot a tremendous amount either. Most of that responsibility goes to Pogba. So the 5 goals that he's chipped in is very impressive. Dybala with the wide ball in. His set-piece delivery is excellent. Diallo heads it back across, and Verratti, after the keeper misses it. The simplest of headers home for the little man. Throwing here, Meunier to take on the right-hand side. Dybala plays it back to him. Ball across to Verratti now. Looks for the switch to Bernat. Finds the cut back to Cavani. It's pinballing around. Sarabia now. Back to Bernat. Gets the strike away. Rakovic again with a good save. And Conan scrambles it clear. Rakovic has been immense, and he's gone down in rating because of the goals he's conceded. None of them have been his fault. We're into the last 10 minutes now. We're going to use our demand more shout just to give everyone some focus through to full time. But in reality, that is pretty much all she wrote for the season. We're into injury time. Dybala with the corner. It's flicked on by Cavani. It clips the post and then they scramble it away. And we're through that 4 minutes now. The referee calls full time. In the end, they finished with 9 men, 1 shot, 1 on target, 38% of the ball. We had 34, 18 and 62% possession for our 3-0 win. And Neymar, of course, missing that penalty didn't set us off to the best of stats. Let's just say, good win, boys. Well done. No need to get down on anybody in that respect. And the curtain comes down on another league season. Another one-season wonder save, which has been great. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Obviously not without its challenges. The assistant can go and do the post-match press conference. I don't care. We'll tell Variety he did quite well. And then the one other thing I want to look at is some of the end-of-season awards. We get 19.44 million euros for winning the league, which will all help us with FFP and all that sort of stuff. And PSG complete Invincible season. That is the heading that we wanted to see. The pick of the games was Sean in the Mixer, guiding his PSG team to an incredible unbeaten season following a comfortable 3-0 humbling of Reims. Record low number of league defeats, which was none, which is absolutely fantastic. And a record number of goals as well, 120 scored. The previous was 118 set by Racing Club de France Football Columbus 92, who are currently in the lower division. I'm not sure what year they actually set that one. Does it keep that in the history? So most times won. Saint Etienne have actually won the league the most times. PSG shouldn't be far off that now. Most points, 104 for us this season. Most league wins, 33 in this season. Fewest league defeats, 0 this season. Most matches won in a row, 18 this season that we completed that. Most matches without losing, 38 this season. Most team goals, 120. And it doesn't say anything about our defensive records like fewest conceded, but we actually didn't concede that many. So it'll be interesting to see what that actual stat would look like. Are there any personal records or anything there for this season? There's a couple of different ones there. Neymar eventually won the league award. Mbappe with the most goals by a player in a match against Nice, scoring all 5 in a 5-1 win. And Neymar, 16 assists for this year, which is great. Clean sheets, Keylor Navas got 21, which is phenomenal. Camavinga, a bit of a superstar, a bit of a wonder kid, gets the youngest goal scorer and the youngest player that played in this league season. Now, 7-0 win was the biggest result of the year. Highest average rating goes to Neymar, an 8.09. Neymar with 8 Player of the Match awards, the best in the division itself. Let's skip ahead just a little bit and see if we can't bring up some of the award winners from the season itself. I'm assuming it's like England and they come up at the end of the season, tell you who's won what. PSG won the under-19 division comfortably by 12 points, which is fantastic. And you can see that little achievement down here, Invincible, a full Invincible season, which is absolutely phenomenal. PSG finished the season unbeaten. PSG are celebrating after they managed to go the entire League One season without losing, winning an incredible 33 of their 38 games. We'll look back on some great wins, a 7-0 dismantling of Nims, a 7-1 win against Amiens, and a 6-0 victory over Bordeaux, as well as Toulouse. Neymar top scorer with 26 goals. Dybala was the best performer, and Navas kept 21 clean sheets. It was absolutely fantastic. Neymar, heaping praise on me. Fans player of the season, Neymar, 50% of the vote. Mbappe with the goal of the season against Bordeaux, which isn't one that I think you guys saw. I think this is one where he picked it up inside his own half and ran the entire division. Ran the entire length of the pitch is what I should say. Ball over the top here from Variety. Now he picks it out on the right wing, or left wing, skips past one challenge, skips inside another, gets the strike away. I don't even think that's the best goal that he scored in that game, let alone the actual season itself. But Dybala gets the signing of the season, €80 million signing from Juventus. And Mbappe gets Young Player of the Year award. Our lineup is pretty much what you'd expect it to be, a full-strength lineup available there. Meunier, perhaps the interesting one, starts ahead of Semedo. But, these things happen throughout the course of the year. And Semedo was injured for quite a while as well. The board would like to discuss club's long-term vision and outline our initial expectations, both for the remainder of this season and the years ahead. So club culture ones for next season's competitions is sign higher reputation players, play attacking football, which we're doing fine at, make most of set pieces, which we haven't done this year. It's interesting they've introduced that. Maintain the club status as the most reputable team in France. That's in progress. Work within a wage budget we've been fine with, and 4-year contracts with first-team players. We'll just accept that. We're not going to come back for a second season, so it doesn't really matter. Let's passionately tell everyone, you've done bad, win the title, go away and get yourselves fully restored because we're going to do it again next season, and everybody responds positively to that. The rest of it, not super important stuff, so let's just go and review our competitions. I'm not going to worry about who actually won the Champions Cup, can't be bothered going that far ahead in advance, but it will be Liverpool and Man City going through that one. On the 30th of May, actually it's only 5 days away, let's go and find out who actually has done it. We'll go to the US for our pre-season, and let's jump forward 5 days, see who wins the Champions League and do a bit of review of that competition as well. Before we get to the Champions League final, a couple of interesting ones. 21 assists by PHC's Neymar is a new record for the club itself. He's also set a record with the most Player of the Match awards with 9 for the year. And Navas's 29 clean sheets in all competitions is a new PSG record. So some fantastic stuff that's come through there. And there we go. It was a 1-1 draw in the Champions League final. Van Dijk with an early goal. Cancelo cancelling that one out after 28 minutes. And then Liverpool winning on penalties. So we did lose to the eventual champions. Not that it makes it any better for me. Nor does it make me feel any better, but at least we can do a bit of a cup review. Dibala, highest average rated player that we had, well behind Thiago for Bayern. Player of the match awards, he also got 4, which is a fantastic result for the new signing. No massive stats that'll jump out at you in that one in particular. We did score an equal amount, the third most goals with 27 scored. Celtic, funnily enough, scoring 30 goals across 14 matches, including all the qualifiers and stuff that they will have played. Our form in the competition was excellent. The interesting one is Atletico going out despite going 10 games without losing. They lost on away goals, don't forget, to Real Madrid. Liverpool with the highest transfer spend. Copenhagen with the most games without conceding and also the best average possession. From a player perspective, nothing massive jumping out at me. I don't think we've got many players in the top 3 or 4 for any of these ones, which is to be expected given the strength of the competition and how we rotated a various amount. As far as League One is concerned, we do have a tremendous amount of players towards the top of the division in every category. Team goals, assists, Neymar's up there. Pogba, interestingly, was 3rd with 14. Marquinhos led second in the division for yellow cards. Goals, Neymar and Mbappe at the top there. Penalties, Neymar scored 6 of 8. I swear he missed 4 or 5 that I watched. Games won, we've got a good few of those players as well. And overall, a very, very good season. Nothing to complain about in any respect. So that does bring us to an end of this one season wonder save. You have got a little bonus Saturday episode here for you as well. I hope you have enjoyed the series. If you have, subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date on future videos. We return to our FC Isle of Man series Monday to Friday uploads as of Monday coming. You can also like this video if you want to please that YouTube algorithm and help the channel grow just a little bit as well. But more than anything, you guys have watched and that's the part that means the most to me. As always guys, I've been Sean and I'll see you all next time in the mixer.